Good morning. Welcome to Core Wednesday. Right, let's get ourselves a space and find ourselves warming up. So yeah, just doing a jog on the spot. Get ourselves nice and warmed up. Just going to increase our heart rate just that little bit. Nothing too major. Just got to make sure things are going to be moving in the right direction, and make sure things are moving around your body as well. So get nutrients into the right place. That's it. Nicely done. Okay, from there, some jumping jacks. All the way up. Get those great big joints moving. That's it. Okay, I'm back into this jogging on the spot. Nicely done. Good morning, Maget.
Good morning.
Okay, we'll kick those out. Morning, Jason.
Morning. Hi.
So today we're going to do 5 exercises specifically looking at our core. So things like our abs, our obliques, our serratus, also our back muscles, and into our legs, things like our quads, our hamstrings, and our glutes. All these are going to be done on the floor. So if you got Matt, you might want to use that. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
So the first exercise we're going to do is lying leg holds. So lying leg holds, we're going to bring our legs up nice and slowly together, keeping our legs straight, our toes pointed until our legs are at 45 degrees of the ground, and then slowly, 90 degrees of ground, and then slowly bring them back down. And then all back up, all back, keeping nice and slow, hold it to 90, and slowly back down. Okay, and from there, we're going to go into ab crunches. So bring our heels to our bottoms, bring our hands up onto our chest. If you want to use a weight, then you can do so. And we're going to squeeze our abs to lift our body up off the ground. We get to the top, we give it that a little bit more of a squeeze, and slowly bring it back down. So again, all the way up, squeeze, all the way back down. From there, we're going to move into some scissor kicks. So again, feet out long. And this time, we're going to bring our feet up about 1 inch, 2 centimeters off the ground, and maintaining that all the way throughout as we widen our legs apart and then bring them back together, crossing one foot over the other. And then widen again, and then cross the other foot over the top. We're going to continue with this, again, keeping our feet 2 centimeters off the ground. From there, we're going to move into flutter kicks. We're going to bring our legs again, starting 2 centimeters off the ground, and then raising our legs into the air as we flutter them, as if we're swimming almost, it should feel. And once we've completed that, we're going to sit up and get ourselves into some Ukrainian twists. So hands high on our chest, and what we're going to do is going to twist completely around to one side. Again, feeling that stretch down one side of our serratus and then squeeze down the other, and then down the other side, all the way around. Okay, any questions?
Oh, good.
Cool, excellent. Right, in which case, let's make a start. Onto our backs, starting with lying leg holds. So remember, slowly bring our legs up to 90 degrees and slowly bring them back down. We shouldn't touch the ground at all during this process. Make sure you've got your abs engaged and the whole of your core engaged. So all of those muscles on your back, on your sides, are all going to play a role to keep you stable. I will start 10 of these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, bring your heels to your bottoms as we come to ab crunches. Again, really squeezing your abs to raise your body off the ground. Remember to squeeze it a little bit while we get to the top. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, from there, swing our feet out long again. Bring our feet 2 centimeters off the ground as we're going to scissor kicks. So bring our legs apart and back together. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Sticking with our feet 2 centimeters off the ground, we're going to go into flutter kicks. You know, like you're trying to swim on the ground. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, bring ourselves upright. Let's move into our Ukrainian twists, the Russian twists. Again, either just with your hands high on your chest or with a weight high on your chest. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Have a break, grab a drink. I'll remember to put the timer on. There we go. How was that for everyone?
I like the idea of doing everything on the ground.
Yeah. A bit different, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, as long as we don't get too relaxed with it, we're okay.
It's just perfect for me with my backache. It's wonderful.
Ah, that's good. I didn't know you were struggling with your back today. It's good to know.
Very personalized. Thank you, Martin. Your inspiration is great.
You're welcome. Cool. Yeah, any other? Come.
What's the thinking behind the first exercise instead of the full lying leg raise? Just do it halfway. Is it more
Yeah, see,
focused or is it just a different?
it's just speed. So we're using speed as a way of really slowing it down. So on a normal lying leg raise, what we're trying to do is get as quick as possible because we're fighting against gravity to bring our legs up and over our head. So we're going for that almost like a hyperextension, and then it's really slowing it down, bringing the legs back down. On this one, you're slowing the whole movement down to bring them up to 90 degrees and slowing it all down, bringing them back down as well. So you've got much more time under load, and because you're not passing your legs past your pivot point, you should find it actually keeps you have to keep your core under constant engagement. Otherwise, you won't let off. Because when you do lying leg raises, once your legs have come past and over top of your head, you're actually no longer really squeezing your muscles. You've kind of gone past that point because it becomes easier. It's a bit like if you remember, when you do anything like curls. So, for example, when we do the dumbbell curls, at this point, that's the point where you feel like you've got the most loading. When it's down here, it feels like it's slightly easier. When it's up here, it feels slightly easier because the fulcrum you've got with your arm. So it's just back to some basic engineering.
That's why the 21s are hard because you do these like
Yeah, I'm doing that bit for so long, and then we do that bit for so long, and then we're doing the whole lot, which kind of feels easier by the time we get to the last 7. Yeah, cool. However, we need to get on with set number 2. We'll see how easy it feels this time. Or hard. And bring ourselves back onto our backs. And again, with the leg holds, we're just going to work on that speed. So, from a feeling point of view, we literally are engaging all the muscles in our body. So, what I want us to feel when we're doing that is that we can feel the core where our stomach is. We can almost feel like it's tightening up. We can feel the back. We can feel our backs like tightening up. We can feel the sides of our bodies kind of supporting us and tightening up. Even things like our legs, we can feel the kind of movement that we have in things like our glutes and our quads and our hamstrings. So let's be conscious about those as we can feel this supporting our body. And we'll start these leg holds in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, bring our heels to our bottoms. We're going to bring ourselves into our ab crunches. So this really is about focusing on our abs. So feel our abs squeeze. We should feel it compress as we lift our body. And squeeze a little bit more. So start hold it at the top for that second. And then slowly release to bring our body back down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, extending the legs out long again as we go into scissor kicks. So again, tighten up all of those core muscles as we use our core, keeping it engaged to keep us stable and to keep our legs at 2 centimeters off the ground. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, transitioning to flutter kicks. Again, re-engage that core, really feel it kind of squeeze and tighten to support your body. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, sitting up. Let's come back into our Ukrainian twists. So body nice and upright. This time I want us to focus on that feeling that goes down the sides of our bodies. As we twist from each side, we should feel that stretch on one side and a squeeze on the other, from our hips to our armpits. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, have a break, have a drink. Oh, it's always nice to kind of put some focus into the body. It's one of those kind of areas that we don't tend to think about. It's certainly I don't. It's just there, or every single day you kind of use it, but don't necessarily think about how much you squeeze with it, how much you engage it, how much it supports you in everything that you're doing. And at those moments where we forget about it, we end up doing something, we end up reaching in the wrong kind of direction, and we end up pulling our backs. It's only at those points you kind of remember, oh yeah, I really should have stretched my core or squeezed my core at that point. It's always nice to get that bit of engagement, a bit of love for your core. Definitely. It's
Well,
also nice.
spend so much time sitting too.
Yeah. Yeah. I was reading a while ago, it's a few years, and they were saying that there was a lady who was a physio, and she wrote an article, and it was all about she believed sitting is going to become like the next smoking, because of the kind of the damage it does, and the number of hours that most people are kind of sitting these days. It was really kind of interesting to hear that kind of viewpoint and opinion, and thinking actually, well, how does that kind of affect us? So just like you were saying, in sitting, everything kind of tightens up in the wrong places. You're stretching the wrong parts of your body, and um, you're compressing other parts of your body that's never been designed to do so. Because it's not a natural position for us to be in. It's kind of only an invention that's been around for a few hundred years. Before that, we would have normally have crouched or done something of that kind of ilk. So yeah, it's can be interesting to see what happens with people sitting over time. I guess we're starting to see some changes with things like standing desks and people with kneelers and stuff like that. So there's a whole variety of things now, differently. Yeah,
Not a lot.
cool. You're still sitting then.
No, I'm just saying it's not widespread. It's still very,
It's very niche, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. I must admit, I still find I've got a standing desk for doing a lot of the work, but I do find I end up sitting down for at least part of the day. Yeah. However, we're not sitting down during set number 3. We're lying down, all the way down onto our backs. Okay. Oh, right. So back into our leg holds. This time working on timing. So thinking about just that speed, just really slow it down. It's nice and steady. We're relaxed. We're not charging around on these exercises, because what we're going to be is using time to increase the amount of loading we're putting on our muscles. So the longer you hold a position, the more fatigued your muscles become. So we're going to start off with our leg holds in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and from there, bringing our heels to our bottoms. Let's move into our ab crunches. So back to our traditional movements, fast on the way up, hold it, slow on the way down. So using gravity to really assist us in creating that extra bit of resistance. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now legs long out again as we move into our scissor kicks. Again, keeping that control over the speed. So while we're using a horizontal plane, we're not going to be moving our weight up and down. We're going to use that timing just to create that bit of resistance, because we're keeping our feet 2 centimeters off the ground at all times. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, Moving into flutter kicks. So bring our feet 2 centimeters off the ground again. Stay constant kind of speed going with this. Not overly quick, not too slow though. So we just need that nice kind of balance. Again, once we're feeling that fatigue in our core as we're using it, keeping it engaged throughout. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, sitting up straight. As we go into our Ukrainian twists, our Russian twists. Same again, nice rhythmic motion from side to side. Making sure we spend enough time stretching from one side and squeezing the other. Try and bring ourselves around as much as we can. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Have a break, grab a drink. Oh, we're doing well for timing and everything. That's good. Did I say yesterday I promised absolutely no lunges on Friday?
Say that again, sorry.
Did I tell you yesterday absolutely no lunges on Friday? Can't remember whether I did or not.
You did say.
Yeah, no lunges Friday. Definitely no lunges. Not even a single lunge. Not even something that looks like a lunge. Not even going to do a lunge by a different name.
I thought you said lunch.
No, you're welcome to have lunch. Definitely a good idea. Yeah. No lunch
Question
on
for you,
Friday.
Martin. The scissor kicks.
Mhm.
I get I get a good engagement when I do the flutters because it seems like I'm working hard, but the scissors I don't get as much engagement. It feels like my legs are working more to stay up. Like I feel it in my legs. How do
Okay.
you balance that? How do you I know you can't necessarily just like say
Yeah.
it verbally, but how do you put the effort more? How do you put the engagement more in the core in that one?
So what I tend to find when I'm consciously trying to engage my core, so normally I would just do this, I just twist it around. I want to consciously engage my core. What I'll do is I actually feel like I'm almost squeezing more at my core. But if it's a bit of a weird feeling, you're kind of squeezing and pushing at the same time. So just if you just stand there, put your hands on your stomach, yeah, and you can feel when you sort of squeeze it in. That's easy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
that's
squeeze in and push at the same time. Yeah, so you can almost feel that tightening.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's a little bit
So
easier to do it standing here like this. I mean, for
yeah.
me, sometimes when I'm lying like that, we're doing leg either flutters or kicks or scissors, my back arches a little bit. So I try to press my lower back against the ground.
Yeah.
That engage, I feel it engages a little bit more, but
Yeah. No, that would work. So again, I'm just doing this with the stomach just so you can get a feeling for that one. But the same's happening with your back. So as you're kind of squeezing in, what you should feel is the whole of your body kind of feels like it's almost dropping in. So your back and your front. So you will feel it because you have a natural arch in your back. So if I show you here, my back arches quite nicely. And so as you're in that position, your backside's going to be engaged, your back's going to be engaged. You will kind of be squeezing everything in, so you will get that natural kind of curve. So if you've got a small dip at the back of your back, that's okay, no problem.
hmm,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's just feeling that you almost want to feel like you're pushing and pulling and kind of squeezing it all at the same time. That makes any kind of sense.
Well, let's
It's
push
kind of
and
one of those
pull.
things.
Leads to set 4.
Exactly. Yeah, let's just put it into action. That sounds like a much better idea. Less talking, more doing. Oh dear. Right. So yeah. So let's just take that 2 seconds just to engage our body. So when we're on the ground, legs out long, If it was me, I'm feeling my backside's touching the ground. I'm feeling my shoulders are touching the ground. I've engaged my core. I've engaged my back, so I can feel myself. It's almost like feels like I'm pulling my pelvis up towards my body. The whole of my body is kind of nice and engaged and ready. And as I lift my feet 2 centimeters off the ground, ready to do the lying leg holds, I can feel it now has engaged my legs all the way down to my toes. And we'll start these leg holds in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, relax for 2 seconds as we bring our heels to our bottoms, bring our hands over the top of our chest, transition into our ab crunches. You've probably naturally felt your back kind of now fit more onto the ground as your body's kind of relaxed that a little bit. Now I want us to re-tense it, re-engage that core. So I can probably feel just our backside and our shoulders on the ground. I'm going to use those abs to squeeze them, lift our body off the ground into our crunch position, hold it for that second, and slowly lower it back down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, sending our legs out long and taking those couple of seconds just to relax as we bring our legs out straight. We're going to lift our legs 2 centimeters off the ground as we go into scissor kicks. First of all, just re-engage our core again, so I can feel that kind of squeezing, tightening of our abs, of our back, all the way down into our glutes, into our legs as we raise our legs off the ground. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, take those brief seconds as your body just relaxes for a moment, and then as we start transitioning to flutter kicks, again, re-engage that core. Feel like you're kind of pulling your pelvis up into your chest as you're kind of squeezing and engaging with your abs and your back and lifting your legs off the ground. Feel that engagement now in your quads and in your hamstrings and in your glutes as well. I'm going to start flutter kicks in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, sitting up straight. We're going to go into our Ukrainian twists, our Russian twists. And you really feel it as you squeeze each side of your body to move from one side to the other. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, grab yourself a drink. And that's the end of a core routine for this morning.
Martin?
Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully your back feels a bit better later today, Magat. It's never nice having a bag back. Yeah, it's definitely feel for you, mate. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful day as well, Jason. As always, hopefully see you tomorrow for upper body Thursday. We've got lower body Friday on Friday.
No lunges.
No lunges, not a single lunge, not even a smell of a lunge. There'll be no lunges at all on Friday.
I think it was a bit better.
Thank you,
I had some
Martin. Bye, guys.
engagement,
Have a
but
good day.
still a struggle on the not the on the scissors.
Yep.
Scissor kicks.
Guys, I've got to jump. Nice one. See you.
No worries. Take care, mate. Bye for now. Yeah, so you're saying you're still struggling with the scissor kicks?
Well, I'm not struggling with the movement. I'm struggling with feeling it as much as the other ones in terms of working out my my core. You know, I'm feeling like I'm working my legs more.
Yeah. Like, so for that, just literally put your mind into the rest of your body. So if you know that your legs are moving in the right kind of direction for doing the scissor kicks, and you know that you've got the engagement from your quads and your glutes, then just focus then on your abs for one session. Maybe focus on your back for one of the other ones.
Yeah.
And then what that will do is just make you more consciously aware of what's going on there. It's a bit like the old thing of if you want to go buy a new car and you decide that you're going to buy a red car because there's not that many red cars, you suddenly start seeing red cars everywhere because your mind becomes more focused on that. So if you're concentrating on what's happening inside your abs or concentrating on what's happening in your back, then what you'll find is you'll start to connect with that more because you know your legs are doing the right things.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay.
It's like many things, just takes a little bit more practice and we get there.
Yeah, and we don't do so many scissors. We do a lot of flutters, but we don't do so many scissors. So
Yeah, that's why I thought it'd be nice to throw them in. The alternative was
I
going to be
liked
doing.
very much the first. The first one seemed like a lot more focused than the usually lying leg raises. There's a bit of movement. You're a bit all over the place, and that's good. That reverse crunch when you go back. But
Yeah.
this one I found to be quite a good. Yeah, it was
Excellent.
almost like the boat. You know, like when you're just in that V position. You know.
Yes, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Okay, well,
Have
have
a
a
good day.
super day. See you tomorrow, mate.
Cheers.